Oh, oh, sorry about that. I forget that my microphone is not powered by my PlayStation, and I actually have to push a button to actually turn the thing on. Oops. So, I set off on a quest to get the best armor in this area, and you guys suggested it to farm the Knights of Lorik. It took me a while, not because the pieces were hard to come by. The boots, the gloves, the helmet, the 2 shields, the long spear, the crossbow for the Lorik Knights were easy to obtain. But what took me the most time to grind was the torso. Sorry, guys. I just ate a whole bowl of chili, and it's drying out my throat. But yeah, I think there's like a 5% chance that the torso will drop when you defeat one of the knights. And also, I forgot that when we came to the Walls of Lorik, we actually did buy a couple of spells. See, now, we were using the Soul Arrow, which is this one. But we weren't using the heavy Soul Arrow, which does a ton more damage. If I can do a quick demonstration. Hopefully I didn't kill the Winged Knight. There he is. And also, through my grinding, I actually found an Estus shard, so I was able to upgrade my Estus. So now I have 2 Ashen Flasks. Yeah, that's not gonna be good. I'll probably have an allergic reaction and the stream will be over. Now, let's use our heavy arrow to see how fast we can take down this Winged Knight. See, now that's a lot of damage. The only downside of the heavy arrow, it takes longer to cast than the regular soul arrow. So that's a good thing to know. I didn't know that. So I'm still a mage in training, or a sorcerer in training. You could call me a sorcerer's apprentice, starring Nicolas Cage. So now I also upgraded my sword, the best sword. It's a level 3 refined, so it should be sharp enough to take down the boss. I wonder, does Chili's actually sell chili in Chili's? So if I go to Chili's and order some chilies, will Chili's give me a bowl of chili? That has to be answered. Alright, let's go on into the boss fight now. That was a win, right? I did. I beat him. That was weird, but we beat him. We both died at the same time, but it's still a win in my book. I was trying to kill him off with the sorcerer spell because we are a sorcerer. You guys remember that, right? Just because I'm clad in this beautiful armor doesn't mean we're not a sorcerer. So let's go down and collect our, or did we already collect our soul? Yeah, we collected our boss soul. So now we can get out of the high wall of Lord. Oh, my boyfriend's back. You guys remember him from last time? That guy would just destroy me. I'm sorry to say, but this might be the last time we ever get to see each other. So, be good, be safe, and please don't ask anybody else another question. See how I did that? See how it all comes together? Now, a question that I didn't answer from yesterday, or maybe I did. Because I forgot this game actually does have co-op in it. I think I answered it with I don't have any PSN, but I think I might actually have PSN. Because I was playing some Mortal Kombat 11 online before the stream yesterday, but I don't even know. I don't know. Do you need PSN to play Mortal Kombat 11 online, or is it just free? Because I'm confused. I haven't bought any. PSN in a while. Or maybe my PSN hasn't run out yet. Maybe it's like, no, you're still good for a couple days, my guy. Alright. So, I've been looking online to see where should I get spells for our sorcerer. So, sorcery is built on intelligence. So, from now on we are going to pretty much stack our intelligence up to 60. Also, there are a couple ways that we can actually get spells in the world. We can actually buy them, but we need to find 4 scrolls that are in the world. We actually can also find spells all by themselves in the world, and the third one is by defeating bosses. We can go to the to one of the kings. No, not one of the kings. You know, the guy. You know, the guy that sits on the throne, the small guy, where you can get stuff from. You can actually get spells from him too. I forgot his name. He's a pygmy of some kind. Alright, should I jump off? No. Raise the banner! But, I spent so much time with this, getting this armor. You can't tell me it's just, no, it's too heavy, it's not good enough for you. You should have thought of that before. You should have bought some leather armor. Yeah, the King Midget. The one that sits on the throne in the Firelink Shrine. The one that didn't turn against us and try to fight us. Who's my favorite boss? I don't know if this is your favorite boss, or maybe he's the most underrated. That one scaleless dragon, the hidden boss. I forgot what his name is, but he screams Ocelot. Just reminds me of Metal Gear. Like, he's like, my Ocelot. Like, what? Where's Ocelot? It's like, I've been waiting for this snake. Pulls out his revolvers. That's the only reason why I like that guy, because he just says Ocelot. And it kind of reminds me of Bloodborne. If you take that boss and put him into Bloodborne, you wouldn't notice difference. So where are we again? The undead settlement? Yeah, the consumed king or whatever. I don't know what the lore is about that guy or these demons that just carried us. But I do know that we need to make a covenant with this fat guy that's dead in some kind of pool. He helps us. He helps us raise our magic power or something like that. That's what the guy told me, at least. You know what? E3 is coming up. I don't know when E3 is going to happen. Like I said, I might have mentioned this before, but one of the games that I'm looking forward to is Dead Stranding, created by one of our favorite game creators, Hideo Kojima, the father of Metal Gear. So maybe there will be some kind of weird dragon. Now, if I remember, there's this hermit guy.
Grant me death. Undo my shackles.
Now, the first time I played through this game, and you guys might have felt the same thing here, is I helped this guy out, right? And we sent him to a Firelink Shrine, and he would give you free levels, but they weren't free. They would turn you into a hollow, and that was cool. But this time we're not going to trust him because he wants us to become a hollow, so I'm just going to murder him.
Killing undead for sport. Accursed champion.
Yeah. I know your trick, guy. I've been here before. This is not the first champion that has been walking around. Homeward bone. But you're right, guys. I should find some nice lighter armor. But this armor will do for right now because it's protects me very well and it's cool looking. Well, Terry, the half mage, half battle mech. Yeah, that sounds sexy. Half mage, half battle mech, all something. It ain't. Yeah, that's doing pretty good. Halo 6. They're still making Halo. I saw. Actually, I was scrolling through my YouTubes, and one of my recommendations was Halo Wars 3. I didn't even know that Halo Wars went up to 3. Is that something new that just came out, or has that been out for a while? Oh wow, that machete or whatever you're wielding gives you a lot of stun. Also guys, if you guys know any secrets, you know, your boy here is not too petty to like get it off you. So if you guys like, hey, over there behind that tree, if you talk to this guy named Jim and you give him a couple of souls, he'll wank you off. I mean, he'll give you a secret, you know, that kind of stuff. Because my knowledge of Dark Souls is kind of limited. But wait, isn't Halo an Xbox exclusive? I could have sworn it was. but I could be wrong. Come on. Oh, I can reach him. Fashion souls. I remember when I was with my mother, right? She would buy me clothes, and she would yell at me, and she's like, "Why don't you buy any new clothes?" I said, "What do I need to buy new clothes for?" She's like, "'Cause you look like a bum. Look at all the stains on your shirt." I'm like, yeah, it's all right. Look, it's as long as it's clean and doesn't smell like ass, we're good. She's like, "But you have all this money in your account and you don't want to spend it." Well, you know, when things of importance, like when your PlayStation breaks, that's when you go out and buy stuff. But who needs clothes? Clothes can be washed millions of times, as long as it doesn't have any holes. And please, mother, if you're going to wash my clothes, why do you accidentally put bleach on them, burn holes in them? Because bleach will burn holes in your shirt. She's like, "Oh, because I want you to buy new clothes." I'm like, "So you're just sabotaging me?" She wouldn't admit it, but I know her. Because if I had a son just like me, that's exactly what I would do. Yeah, but my PC is not good. My PC is like 4 years old. I think the fan in it doesn't work. Because every time I turn it on, it's like, "Oh, your fan's not working. Please replace it." Oh, I don't want to fall down. I'm trying to carefully. There we go. Like a professional surgeon. No, you shouldn't be buying cheap clothes. What I'm saying about the clothes part is that once you buy it, there's no need to rebuy it. You get what I'm saying? As long as it's clean, it doesn't smell, and it doesn't bother anybody, who cares, right? I'm not a millionaire. I'm a hundredaire, and sometimes a thousandaire if I don't buy that McDouble at McDonald's. Oh yeah, the bone. There was this guy in the walls of Lorik. He's like this little thief, and he wanted us to give a ring to the lady, but she's dead. So I have to go break the news, crush his dreams. Yeah, I'm not kidding about that. You know, I would tell you if I was kidding. She's like, "Yeah, get more clothes. You look like a slob, you bum. How are you related to me? I shall disown you today. Get out of my sight." I say, "But it's Mother's Day, mother." She's like, "Mother schmothers." Yeah, the thief merchant. Okay, if I remember correctly, you can actually kill these guys before that big I always wondered about that lady over there that's kneeling by the tree. Is it actually a lady or is it like a dude? Because, you know, I wasn't born around those times, and, you know, I don't remember how or why that type of clothes was in fashion. I mean, with the little ruffles and whatnot. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. This seems like a sticky situation. I can definitely kill her with magic. Or him with magic. Yeah, like back in the old days, like fat women were considered beautiful and desirable, and I'm like, are you sure we're talking about the same fat women? Maybe fat women weren't like the big obese ones we see at Walmart nowadays. Maybe they were just kind of chunky. They weren't land whales, as we call them. I'm sorry. just go to Walmart with your harpoon, and one of the greeters like, why are you carrying a harpoon? Because I'm gonna spear me one of those mythical beasts that roam this store. All right, heavy soul arrows should be enough to kill it. All right, she has that weird spell. That one that I couldn't dodge. And it follows you too, right? Alright. I think your shield can block it, but it still does damage to you. Do you think this is an SJW? Man, SJWs must have been brutal back in the old days. But what this really reminds this lady slash guy is, the reason why I call this thing a guy, we'll call it a thing, because I don't think it's human to begin with anyway. Did you guys ever read the manga Berserk? Because in the Berserk manga, there is actually a guy, he's a priest that dresses like this, but he's extremely evil. He like pretends to save people, but the best way I can describe this guy is he's like an inquisitor that goes around saying like, oh, do you believe in God? And they're like, yes, we believe in God. He's like, so I'm going to test you. And then he brutally tortures them to death. And he's like, oh, it was God's will. But the irony of that guy loving God so much, he was actually a demon, which made it so much awesomer. You guys gotta read that. It's so cool. And I think didn't the guy who created this game say, man, I got a lot of inspiration from the manga of Berserk. And that's why probably this person's thing is based on. Yeah. I always had that feeling about just like goody two-shoe people. Like you're always just helping people out. You don't ever just get pissed at them. You know, you don't ever have a bad day. You're always feeding the children and clothing the poor people. It's like you're a little bit too good to be true. Well, if it is, it's great. Now it's time to slay some. Well, if it was a true love letter, guys, you would have to have your girlfriend raped in front of you by your best friend. Oh, hey, hold on, I was telling the story of Berserk, and you wait just a minute. You would have to have your girlfriend raped in front of you while a demon pokes your eye out, and you have to cut off your own arm to try to save your girlfriend, but you can't save her, so you vow revenge on your best friend to murder him as slowly as possible. Then it would be a love letter. That's the story of Berserk, if you didn't know that. What do you mean, have a girl? Do you mean like a girlfriend? Because if I had girls around, Yes, I've had plenty of girls around me. Spoken like a true incel that I am. Like, what do you mean? Could I change the question, please? Now, I do have the crossbow, and... Oh, it is brutal. It's not... well, let's put it this way. It's not rated M for mature or whatever comics are rated for no reason. Now, let's see. Let's go into our inventory and use the crossbow. Do I have any bolts for my crossbow? How do I... Oh, I don't have any bolts for my crossbow. I wanted to get that thing up there, but... I mean, I read the entire... almost the entire... I gotta reduce my weight here, guys. I read almost the entire manga of Goblin Slayer. And right after the anime, I went to go read the manga, and I don't remember how it ended, but I do remember that they were fighting this Goblin King or Goblin Emperor, and then it ended. I'm like, what the hell? Where's the hell the rest of it? Oh, and he showed his face or something like that. That was the end of the manga, but it might have been the end of the anime too. So I'm not sure, but it's, I mean, it's great. I love those kind of I love those kind of things because, you know, in our anime, if you guys are anime fans, you're probably like, we don't watch that filth. Why you keep talking about anime? Well, in our fantasy cartoons, or however you want to call it, monsters don't seem to be monsters, but in Goblin Slayer, the goblins are monsters. They are monsters for a reason, things to avoid. They're not these things that you just simply stab in the face with a sword and you level up. You leave them to their own devices, they're gonna rape you and destroy your village. And that's what I kind of like about, I guess you can classify them as real fantasy monsters, if that makes sense. Like, if there's a like in Sekiro, right? There, in the trailers, there's this big ass snake, right? Do you think that big ass snake is gonna be your friend and high five you, or you know, snakes can't high five you, but give you rides on their backs just because they like you? No, they're gonna try to eat you. They're gonna be giant snake monsters to try to eat you. And maybe I'll play that game. Yeah. Maybe I'll get that game. But before I play that game, I'm gonna play me some Resident Evil 2, because I've been jonesing for some Resident Evil 2. It's just a fanboy in me. It's like, look, a old classic with updated graphics. Yes, please give me more. Take my money. Well, as he should be. Does he talk? Does that snake talk? Well, that would be cool. I think we went the wrong way. We actually need to go up here around the corner of the... Oh, he's just hanging around being a giant snake, trying to eat you. You know. It is what it is, I guess. Oh, right. This part is a little bit annoying. Actually, we don't need to actually do this part, but it's always fun too. And I don't have any S's, so it's gonna be a little tricky. What should I do, guys? Should I run back to the bonfire, Or should I just go over there and see what happens? Roll the dice. Hold on, guys. I gotta get up from this chair. Just a minute. Actually, that's a good idea. Thanks for pointing that out. I should actually mine my souls. I didn't know I had 10,000 souls, so the best thing that we should do... I would go YOLO, but I have too many souls and I don't want to lose them. Because during my grind, I had at least 10,000 souls at the very beginning, but that stupid axe guy, you know, hit me in the back and I lost them all. Because he did... first I died to the knights, right? Which really wasn't a big deal. I kind of had a routine going on. I would have killed 3 of the knights, and then I would have let the 4th one kill me. So I would go back around and kill the 3, and you know, so forth and so forth. But during one of the runs, that stupid axe guy came from behind and cut me down, and I lost my souls. So it took me like 30 more minutes to grind out more souls. If only. I don't think we have any cliffs here in Florida. Florida is almost completely flat. We have sugar cane, we have pineapples, and we have cattle. You can't come mountain climbing here.
Welcome home, speak.
I need to level up.
Then touch the darkness within me.
I need to level up my intelligence. Okay, I heard you. Stop talking. I said I need to level up my intelligence. Only 2 levels? I guess that's fine. Okay, we'll get... We'll level up our intelligence into 20, and then we'll level up some of our stamina and vitality. Because it seems a little bit too low for right now. Let's go back to the undead settlement. Now we can go over there. You know what I like about a woman? Her big, juicy, floppy brain. Yeah, man, just gives me rock hard. Alright, now we can go to the side. Have I ever seen them? No. Those are myths. Oh, those are in the same category as unicorns. And we all know those don't exist, right? Where are you going, good sir? Now we can run past them. We're gonna run past all these little... Not this guy, though. These guys are a pain in the ass. And these guys are gonna be more of a pain in the ass in the... what is it called? You know where the Deacons of the Deep are? You know that one... I guess you can call it suicide run? Where you have to make it inside their cathedral. Yeah, that part. Is there anybody behind me? There is. Where do babies come from? Jesus. That's where they come from. You pray really hard, you eat your vegetables, and then someday you'll have a baby too. That's what they told me in church, and they never lie or touch children. Baby Island? I don't know about that. Wow. Yeah, it's this guy up there. He's a perpetrator. He's the one trying. He's the one giving us the business. Oh my god. Yeah. See how ruthless these chipmunks are? I need to be more vigilant. Why do public bathrooms think? Because I can tell you this for sure, because, you know, as I do work at my stores, because people are disgusting. Why do you not flush the toilet? You flush the toilet at your own house, right? You wash your hands at your own house, but as soon as you go into a public restroom, you'll forget everything you learned at your home. It's mind-boggling. It's like you've never used a bathroom in your life, sir? I don't care if you paid money or not. Stop destroying the bathroom. And then they complain when the bathroom's not clean. It's like, I have nothing to do with that bathroom. You don't like it? Get out of here. Except for the last part. I can't tell them to get out of here because that bathroom stinks. You just gotta just swallow your pride and be like, yeah, I understand. We'll have it clean by the end of the day. Well, I gotta use the bathroom now. It's like, I can't do anything right now. There's a line of customers. I'm sorry. Oh, your store's stupid. Like, okay. Thanks, sir. Thank you for your patronage, or whatever that stupid word they say. Like, just give me your money and get out of the store, you troublemaker. If I only had the power, like a teacher giving a referral to a student, I would give so many people referrals, it would be ridiculous. They would call me the Duke of Referrals or something. I would, you know, there'd be a lot of them. No, thank God I don't. Because we actually have a power washer at the store, so I don't actually have to touch the stuff. Are you asking that? Do people poop on the floor? Alright, round 2, guys. Round 2. Oh, before we go over there. You did? It was that your first job? Did you have, like, scrub it? Do you have to scrub it? Did you lick it? Did you take any pictures of it? Just asking for a friend. Alright. There's gonna be this guy, so shields raised. There's gonna be a guy on the side over here. Damn it. And there's also gonna be another guy over here too, right? Got him. Take some Estus and run away over here. Aha, this is where you can't hit me, huh? Why are there so many of you guys with the little... That was close. No. Come on. Oh, he fell by himself. He couldn't handle the stress. Come on. shit! I done Druid. That's why I say. That's why we have a power washer or a pressure washer, as you guys call it. That'd be no problem. You just turn it on. Be done in 5 minutes. Done. And then the best bathrooms to clean up is the one that actually has a drain in the floor. It just goes right in there, and you're good to go. See, this is a perfect example why we play video games, because we see the true horrors of life, and we just don't want to go through that stuff. Where's the last one? Aha! You and your blow dart. I mean, the perfect strategy here, guys, would be to use the crossbow on those guys hiding on top of the roof. But I have no bolts for my crossbow. I have throwing knives, but I don't think throwing knives would do that much damage. Oh, there's nobody behind me. That's a rarity. Hey. That wasn't fair. I mean, sometimes you have to fish a nugget out. You know, it happens. Comes with the territory. I mean, how nasty is it? Did somebody get their finger chopped off or something? Is it that kind of nasty? Come on. What the hell was that? I guess it's inevitable for me to get hit here, isn't it? And then we run back to our secret spot that's over here. Is he coming for me? There he is. Oh, sorry about that, guy. Didn't actually mean to hit you. Okay. Okay. We can do this. We have the knowledge now. Get my souls back here. We need to get a lot more closer to this guy. We have succeeded. I mean, that's it? I mean, I don't know how it's changed or not, but back when I was in middle school, we had to change in front of everybody. I mean, change, not like, oh, I'm just gonna take my shirt off and freshen it up with a new one. You got nude, and they had a just think about every stereotypical bathroom. Well, it wasn't a bathroom; it was a locker room. Every stereotypical locker room where there's showers and lockers and everybody was getting undressed in front of everybody. Man, you saw those things every day. But since me being fat, because guys, I am of the fat persuasion, and I don't regret it, because I have no control over it. It's just like, pizza's just delicious. I'm telling you, it's good stuff. I would try to find a corner. It wasn't just me. It was my other fat friends with me. We would do the same thing. We would find a corner and, you know, kind of guard each other's like, hey man, go get change. I'll stand by the hallway. Like, all right, we'll get changed. And we would do that one by one. Or if we went swimming, we would go into the stall with the bathroom because, you know, people may not think that that men aren't embarrassed of stuff, but we are embarrassed. Don't ever let people think we're not. We're like, what? No, I'm not embarrassed. Yeah, I know she rejected me, but there are plenty of other fish in the sea. Yeah, and then go home and cry really hard. Like, oh, why does she hate me? How come she didn't want to go out with me? You know.
Another Nana disappeared. So Grunton carries a cage. He ever has his cage. And Nana's never coming back. So come into the cage and become Nana's shade.
What the?
Another Nana disappeared. So Grunton carries a key. And Nana's never... So come into the cage.
No, you just stay here, sir. I'm going to read this message head to head. Therefore think carefully. I mean, what should I do? Should I murder? No, I shouldn't murder. Why is my first indication of like, what should I do? I should murder, shouldn't I? No, you shouldn't. Oh. I didn't kill everybody. But I'm going to kill everybody. Come on. Come on, Mr. Selfish. I have a shield. So I know better now. Is this a shortcut? Oh, okay. It is a shortcut, actually. And we got another homeward bone. So I think this shortcut lets us bypass a giant that's shooting arrows at us. Actually, we need to start finding a bonfire soon. That might have not been the best way to do that, but it's alright. Could this be a friend? No. The pyromancer should be around here somewhere, but we don't need him all that much, right? Oh, this takes us to that cave, right? So we just need to not kill him. We just need to touch him. Yeah, it takes us to the cave where we could actually do that covenant. This is really cool to see. After we do this, yeah, actually I have been rejected and it didn't go well. I think I was bothering her too much. I was like, come on, be my girlfriend, be my girlfriend. And then she flat out told me, look, if you don't leave me alone, I'm going to tell the teacher on you, and I'm going to tell everybody in class, so just leave me alone, don't follow me anymore. Yeah, it was pretty brutal. But I learned that day that the world is harsh and you can't always get what you want. And that's the day I became super fat. Ate everything in the house and cried into my bag of Cheetos. Yeah, so we can actually get the covenant here. Where we are is the battleground where we fight that big tree. He's actually right above us. So, if you want to make the covenant with this guy over here, I'll show you.
Well, what's up? This pit is for hollows, not for the likes of
Hold on,
you,
I'll be right back.
Or perhaps you are a hollow, posing as otherwise?
Here. Shut up, Kitty. Oh, no. I don't know why she's in my room, but she is. Alright, I'm back. What did this guy tell me? I wasn't listening to him, but I guess no.
No, of course you're not. That's what you mad fools always say. But we'll all be mad soon enough. And should you be undead, well, all the more so.
Well, if he's trying to sell me vanilla Coke, then he's an enemy of all humanity. I mean, actually...
Beware, the shackles of the gods are fragile. You might need this. Etch it on your heart if you feel your sanity slipping.
Oh, we got something. Covenant Mountain Maker. It's not how you spell mud. What kind of ignorant fool are you? How many years have you been in school and you don't know the difference between mound and mud? For shame on you, for shame.
Come here to pile up your victims, for that will form your anchor. You'll see when you go mad. They'll be your family.
I mean, but they're my victims. Wouldn't they hate me? Can't just drag them down here like, oh, this place, you know, when you were at your house with your loving family, eating your nice pot roast. No, you don't need any of that. You can live here in my giant dreary cave. Yeah. It's not very well lit. There's some candles around. There's really nothing to eat. Oh, and you can't escape either, unless you have a homeward bone. But there's a cool shield down here, I guess. I'm not making no covenant with him. I need to make a covenant with this fat guy that's in this cave too. I mean, no, it's not that sexy. Alright, we need to get out of here. Where is it? Where's my equipment? Where's my equipment to get on out of here? I want to use it. Shrine bonfire. The last one that we found ourselves. I've never seen vanilla Pepsi. Ever. I've seen Pepsi Blue, Crystal Pepsi, Pepsi with lemon, but never vanilla Pepsi. Well, look at that. Time flies so fast. If I was the 20-year-old me, I would have kept going. But sadly, the 30-year-old me has a job and obligations to do. But anyway, it was a fun time. We got to do a lot of cool stuff. And maybe I'll grind a little bit more to see if I can find any more cool things. Maybe. So, I want to give a shout out to everybody who came. Shadow Nightwing and Chaos Dragons. I want to thank you guys for actually being here the most. You've been here every stream. I think you guys have been here even in the old streams 2 years ago. I think you guys were there too. And maybe I think one of you came to my Twitch stream too. You guys remember that? Okay, David. You want me to call you David, or you want me to keep calling you Dragon, Chaos Dragon, or just Dragon for short? Anyway, thumbs up this video if you liked it, and maybe there'll be another stream tomorrow. Have a good night, and I don't want to say I love you because I don't know who you who you guys are, but you know what I'm saying. I love you. Wrong button.